I think we're in a 5-year time frame where change has to happen. It's not that we have a lot more time than that, because climate change is accelerating so much that I think the stuff we talked about happen by 2040, 300 million climate refugees or so. No, we're talking about 2030. We cannot achieve survival status on global warming unless we get the southern countries aboard. And the southern countries are waiting to see how much we're going to pay for that, because this is the only way it's going to happen. And so this brings the global consciousness in again, because if we don't believe that we're global citizens, we're not going to pay for the Indians and people in Nairobi or Lagos, Nigeria, to come along onto the green bandwagon. And this is the real challenge. We're going to be at net zero in the US in probably 2030, in Europe maybe before that. But do we get the other guys along? And what will it take? I think the same goes for artificial intelligence. It can bring great benefits, but we can also use it as an instrument of war, an instrument of dishonesty, instrument of isolation, like social media has done. I always say it could be 100x social media in terms of the side effects. Basically, it's a 5-year window. That's how I look at it. And I intend to dedicate all my energy in that 5-year window to push that forward to a place where we are pulling out all the stops and leaving old assumptions behind. We're learning, but we're only learning the hard way. And I think we need to speed that up. We don't have to learn that AI could shut down the global stock markets to believe that it's possible, when we could collaborate on safety and security before that without having the stock market go offline for 3 weeks and causing a huge global economic crisis. This is the most likely thing to happen when AI runs out of control. This will not happen because there's an AI that has evil intention towards the stock market, but an AI that manipulates people's buying and selling decisions with untrue facts. And that results in a global meltdown when everybody gets the wrong idea and makes the wrong decisions. Or we have a global breakdown in air traffic control, basically stranding 700,000 planes. I think it's extremely dangerous to have companies like OpenAI essentially engage in a public manner as if they had the right to decide what happens to the rest of us. I've suggested to several people that I work with and clients to create a Congress of the Good Future. I call it the Good Future Congress, to cover these topics: beyond knowledge, global consciousness, global governance, making decisions in new ways, the new economic logic,